Hello guys, my name is Joshua and I'll be lecturing you guys top interesting project in robotics. Well, in my previous lecture, I discussed with you guys what robotic is, and I'll be discussing with you right now the top interesting project that could earn you good grades even at school or at the university. The list of projects I got for you, we have the remote control robots, we got the phone or Android mobile phone robot, we have the hand gesture robot, we have the line following robot, we have human detector robot and metal detector robot. How we start with the remote control robot. This is a robot that uses RF technology. And what I mean by RF technology? RF technology is a radio technology that helps transmit signal from the transmitter to the receiver, that helps control the motors, the movement of the robots. Basically, robotics is all about understanding the mechanism and the modification. Like I've said earlier on the branches of robotics, the modification and the stuff like that. So the remote control sensor is a robotics. The remote control robotics, a robot is comprises of the motor driver module, the microcontrollers, the RF sensors, and the decoding and the encoding. When it transmits the signal to the receiver, the receiver decode what it was instructed from the encoding on the transmitter itself on that other devices, and when it transmits the signal to the receiver and the receiver decode the instructions, or what it's capable of doing that is meant to do at that particular time. So then Nikola Tesla developed remote controllers that help control the RC planes, RC car. But now the technology is going more advanced. And the second project I have for you guys right now is the mobile phone robot, the mobile phone control robot. What I mean by the mobile phone control robot? A mobile phone control robot is a robot that we use to control, to control with our mobile phone. And what I mean by mobile phone is an app that is being developed, that is connected to that particular robot we control. Technology are growing certainly every day, and we find new things, we find new innovation, we find new invention, we find new creative stuff out there across the world. And now in Tesla year time, they use remote controller, but now we are using our mobile phone. Currently, now this generation is using a mobile phone, and it is very easy to use. You can use a mobile phone. You can use a mobile app by developing your own app using MIT App Inventor, which I currently use myself. I don't know other software out there that could help you develop your app inventors, your app itself, but I use MIT App Inventor, and it's very understandable, very easy to use, user friendly, and technology is going more advanced. And another third project I have for you guys is the hand gesture robot. This is a user friendly device that help interact with robotic system or robots. It is very easy to control by the use of your hand, the hand gesture. It is user friendly, as I said earlier, and it comprises of the microcontrollers and the accelerometer to control the tightening of the tightening movement or something like that. So hand gesture robots are user friendly. They can be understandable to use even more than the remote controller robot. The mobile phone robot is more control just your hand. It is user friendly, and it is very compatible for robotics. Another project we have out there is a line following robot. And line following robot is a robot that is meant to go to a particular place, a line that is drawn from one position to another destination. That is what the line following, and it is very helpful in terms of autonomous, or what I call it, a self-driving vehicle that is meant to go from one place to another destination. And it is very compatible, and it could reduce a lot of accidents going across the world, across the globe. A line flowing robot. I built a line flowing robot, which was probably I guess 2 months ago. I built that and it works perfectly well. And the line flowing robot comprises of some sensors like the L2938, L2933D, like the motor driver module. Instead of using the IC, the L2933D, instead of using the IC, you can use the module, the motor driver module. We have the microcontrollers that helps to transmit the analog signal with the help of the RF technology, the RF sensors like that with the batteries, and some sensors like that with your Arduino IP for you to program, that is used to program your line following robot. We have another project which is the human detector. I'm mentioning some top important project that it could be very useful for you, even your higher institution, your high school, or even your class, or even your personal project for enough research, for further researches. We have the metal detector robot that detects the humans present that is not meant to be there, and this is very good for inform of human security. Can be very useful in terms of security issue for the security purposes in the museum and libraries, in some security places, some secured places that are not meant to be, that they don't want human presence to be there in terms of research and stuff like that. So human detector can serve in some areas, and is very is more into security purposes. The security human detector uses the RF technology as well, that transmit the signal from the transmitter to the receiver and decode it. Anything wireless, let me let you know, anything wireless use transmitter and receiver, and it use encoding and decoding. What I'm trying to say about the encoding and decoding, let it understand. Let me get it clear to you. If it's a transmitter and the receiver, the transmitter is the encoding. It encodes the data it receives from itself, from the transmitter itself. Then it transmits the encoding signals to the receiver. The receiver then decode the signal, the analog signal, then to the robot to make it perform what it's meant to do. That's what I'm trying to say now. What I'm trying to tell you about the wireless technology, RF technology, that is radio frequency technology. RF technology is very good in terms of wireless devices. Something wirelessly, trust me, you're going to use RF devices, RF technology. I mean, radio frequency technology, or IR sensor, infrared ray sensor technology. We have the metal detector, and it's also terms of security. A place that is not meant to, they don't need the presence of metals, like how I call it, a weapon. In terms of security, maybe for the safety of the presidential, or for the president, or the senator, or stuff like that. So guiding something that they don't need the presence of metals needed, and it's security. And it also uses RF technology. It uses some sensor like the microcontroller as always, but what matters most is the programming, the codes you use to make it perform that work, and the connection, the way you connect them. Or you can even use analog or digital. It depends on what you are trying to do. And those are the top projects. Those are the important projects in robotics that are quite trendy right now, and those are the projects that could earn a student or institution in the institution or the higher school with good grades. Technology is growing. Technology is going widely broad across the world, and we are focusing on more exciting projects. Even the humanoid robot is one of the good robots, like the biceptal robot. The bicep robot, a working robot that could, though technology is a good project, it's one of the good projects, but I prefer you looking at project that solves that could be of further researches in the nearest future for the development of that particular project, that your demo you are working on. Those are the projects are for you guys, and there are other projects that are also important out there, but these are the most important projects that actually some students are actually working on. I made an gastro robot. It was trending on LinkedIn, and I did that well. An gastro robot. I made an gastro robot, but it needs a better accuracy, which I'm presently working on. It's an industrial robot. It controls the tightening, the movement tightening of my hand, then the encoding and the transmitting to the receiver, and then decode it back again, and then transmit it to the robot itself, and it works as meant to do what it was meant to do. I mean, so robot is technology in robot, project in robot are very exciting and very encouraging, and they develop mindset. So those are the top projects you can work on, and thank you for watching my video, and I hope I see you soon.